Hello again. Okay, so this is that next video in which I said I would talk about things. So, let's see. Where shall I start? My partner and I and our daughter had a very late night last night binge watching My Hero Academia. And um anyway, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, we were binge watching that last night. And so we binge watched until this morning. And when I stepped on the scale after getting a long sleep, I stepped on the scale just out of curiosity, and I came in at 304.2 or point 0.4. Let's just round it up to 0.4, 304.4. And for me, that's low, and I'm going to tell you why. I just did a video where I talked about not vegetarian, I'm so sorry. Mine needs to switch over. Low carb junk food, right? The pork rinds were certainly not vegetarian, but I talked about low carb junk food. And I've had really hard struggles with low carb junk food. I do this a lot because I am someone who turns to food to cope with whatever is going on inside of me or whatever my deal is. I turn to food. And so those wrappers that I mentioned in the previous video, I feel like I have to have this stuff. Like, I feel like I have to have it. I am addicted to it. And that's not meant to be a endorsement or anything. It's actually an unhealthy attraction to it because I'm using it in place of sugar. I used to obsess over sugar, and arguably it's better than sugar. Some of it, at least, is better than sugar. The gummy bears, by the way, which are super good and taste the same to me as regular gummy bears, are sweetened with aspartame and maltitol, which is a sugar alcohol. Okay, and some people try to avoid aspartame, and I've always been most of my life, I've been that person that I've tried to avoid aspartame. Every once in a while, I would drink a sugar-free soda, but it was rare. And lately, because I'm trying to watch my weight and my carbs, then I've been drinking a lot of sugar-free soda. And I mean, coming from a place where a few years ago, I wasn't even drinking soda. Like, I'd given up soda altogether. Then it's just kind of like upsetting to see me, suckered back into the soda sweet drink addiction, even if it's low carb, low calorie, whatever. And one thing I will say, I'm not a scientist or anything, but there seems to, for some of us, eating things that taste sweet, even if they're officially calorie-free or low calorie, and God bless it if it's like me where I obsessively eat it, okay? Like I'm going to tell you in a minute what I did the other day. But for some of us, that can actually trigger an insulin response, which can make it more difficult to lose weight, from what I understand. I'm in some keto groups on Facebook, and I know me and this guy got into it about fake sugars causing weight gain. And I'm like, or kicking you out of ketosis, which, by the way, I'm not exactly doing keto, I'm doing low carb, but we're going to get to that. Anyway, it kicking you out of ketosis to do fake sugars. And I'm like, dude, that's ridiculous. It's plenty of people, they couldn't even keep up with a keto or low carb diet if they were not relying on fake sugars, because it would just be too hard. They would miss sweets too much or whatever, right? So they use it to, to make it easier for them to be low carb. Well, I looked it up. Okay, because I don't like to just shut people down and not look it up. Yes, I shut him down, but I also looked it up. And sure enough, they have found that for some people, not everybody, for some people, the body's anticipation of a sweet is enough to trigger an insulin response. And they compare it to your mouth watering when you know you're about to eat. Or another example is, as silly as this sounds, is you know how you can hold it when you have to go to the bathroom, but you know you can't go to the bathroom, so you're like holding it, right? As soon as you get close and your body knows a bathroom is close, all of a sudden you cannot get those pants down quick enough, okay? And some of you may know what I'm talking about, but that being said, they say that that's kind of what it's like for some people, not everybody, but for some people when it comes to artificial sweeteners, that it will trigger an insulin response the same as eating sugar or similar to eating sugar, whatever. Long story short, it can make it more difficult to lose weight and it can kick you out of ketosis for some people. And I'm probably one of those people. I don't think it's if I have it in moderation. I think it's when I have it in excess that I have real problems. And speaking of excess, so about these, again, love these things so much. Love all these sweets. Okay, these low carb sweets. All right. The other day I went to GNC and they were having a deal where you buy 5 bags and you get 1 free. So I bought 5 bags, got 1 free, which means I got 6 bags, right? Then I later went into Kroger and I decided I wanted the sour kind because like for right now they're on sale. I think it has to do with everybody's New Year's resolutions to lose weight. So they're on special, right? So either way it goes, I'm trying to plug in my thing, but I can't find it over here. So I'm just going to have to hope and pray this doesn't cut off on me. But anyway, everybody has a New Year's resolution just about like, oh, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get in shape. So they like to put things like that on sale. So that may be why it's on sale right now at virtually every store that I know of that sells it. And so I meant to buy 2 bags. I bought 3. Do you know that I ate 9 bags of that candy in one night? And that was actually last night. I ate 9 bags of candy because I meant to grab 2. I accidentally grabbed 3 and I ate all of them in one night. I was so embarrassed because my partner sometimes acts like he's my father. I'm just going to be blunt here. Not literally my father, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell you what to do kind of thing, whatever. But I was so embarrassed that in front of him, I hid some of the candy in a garbage bag because I didn't want him to know how much I was eating. But yeah, 9 bags, 9, and do the math, 9 times 8. So that is a lot, or 9 times 80, I should say, excuse me. So that is a lot of candy. That's more candy than probably, or not probably, than if I had just gotten a small bag of gummy bears or something like that. I mean, that is a lot. And anyhow, so to step on the scale and see 304, which may have been due to like dehydration and stuff because I hadn't had any water to drink or anything and I had gone to the restroom and all that kind of stuff. But to see 304 point anything was a blessing. I also left out that within the past few days I stepped on the scale and it was saying 307. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't even say I'm 10 pounds down right now. Like that's how bad it is. I can't even say I'm 10 pounds down. So this has been rough. This has been what I've been going through. I want to add something else really quickly. As a matter of fact, though, I'm trying to think of how I should do this. I feel like I really need to plug in this phone, but I'll just go ahead and hopefully it'll bear with me while I record this. But I was just going to say that tonight we were at the grocery store and my partner took a picture of me thinking it was funny. First off, he put a sticker on my back, on the back of my shirt. And I didn't know he did that. He like patted me on the back and I didn't like think about it, and then later it turned out that he stuck a sticker on my back. And that brings up a whole nother conversation. But just to get back to the point, he put a sticker on my back and he took a picture of it. And the picture, I look bad in pictures. I'm just going to be blunt. I take terrible pictures. I look bad in pictures, especially when someone else is holding the camera. But this picture looked photoshopped. It was so bad. I mean, if it was someone else, I would think it was photoshopped. My upper body was humongous, like a big ass ball. And I had these two little stick legs. And my legs are not sticks. They may be smaller than my upper body, but they're definitely not stick legs. But it looked comical the way that the picture turned out. It was so horrible that my first impression was to delete it and also wonder, like, why would you take a picture like that of me? And why would you stick a sticker on my back and all that kind of stuff, whatever. That's a whole nother thing. But I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? I need to let that motivate me. Because the thing is, right now, my partner is going hardcore keto. He's not playing any fucking games. Excuse my language, but he's not. He's not playing games. He is going full on keto. And as a result, this man has lost a good 20 or so pounds in a very short space of time. He only started December 30th, 31st, something like that. And between then and now, he's lost probably a good, well, it actually didn't start, when I say, he first gave up soda, sweet drinks, mostly soda, but, slowed down on sweet drinks and gave up soda. And then from there, he went keto from about December 30th, 31st, whatever, of 2019. And the highest weight that I've known him at was in the 270s. And now he is in the 250s. Last check was in the mid 250s. And, a lot of women go through this when we try to lose weight with our spouse and we see them getting more success than us and all that kind of stuff. It can be hard. It can be really hard. And again, that's another topic. But it is rough to watch him leave me in the dust because I feel like in certain regards, I definitely have wanted this more than him, and that I have been at it longer than him, and so on and so forth. So for me to be, dealing with maybe only 10 pounds down or so, and I've been doing this since, late November, and him, we're a good 50 pounds apart, at least 50 pounds apart. I'm 50 pounds more than him, and I feel like a beach ball. And I don't want to be one of those people where I just, like, it's okay to vent my feelings, but I don't want to get lost in my feelings and ignore the prize and ignore doing the work and fixing the issue, because ultimately I'm the only person who can. But it can be a little demoralizing and be hard, and again, I'll talk about that in I almost said in another relationship, in another video. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to say that I've been not doing the greatest over the past at least maybe week, 2 weeks or something. I haven't been progressing. The lowest I've gotten down to was 301.6. The highest rebound was 307 point something. And it shouldn't be. And it's been based on me overeating, making bad choices. The one thing I will say is that I haven't been eating, binge eating on carbs or anything. Tonight, we hadn't eaten much other than snacks. And we went to this Mexican restaurant and I had a couple of tortillas, 2, possibly 3 tortillas. And I'm not my proudest moment, but I had a few tortillas and stuff, but that is the most, you know, like I haven't been like obsessively eating carbs or anything like that. And I'm super proud of that, you know, and I know that that weight would pile back on if I did. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This video was kind of jumbled. It was kind of talking more about, like, I guess the emotional stuff, whatever, but I just wanted to get some things off my chest. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.